Hello, and welcome to the House of Sin that is this, the 26th episode of the Chronicles of Telmora campaign. I am Liv, I will be your GM until the world ends, and in our party tonight we have Ned, played by Norvin.
Idly hodily, neighborino.
Kagaz, played by Shane.
Oh, Ned's back finally.
Fractal, played by Pyro.
All hail to the Cum Lord.
And Sir Horace of Gallowmere, played by Nito.
You didn't say his full title.
I said I would only say it once, and that was last week.
Right.
Sir Horace looks to Fractal. Silence, peasant. You need to ask the right question. The right question is, why do you come?
When last we left our group of chuckle fucks, they had begun their search for the red-cloaked assassin woman named Duvessa Carez, who seems to be in some way connected to Sir Horace of Gallomere's somewhat forgotten past that is gradually coming back through electroshock therapy. The four of the party that remains after Bellum and Sutha were teleported to various places across the world, decided to begin looking, at which point Ned disappeared, sneaked away where no one could see him, leaving the three most chaotic members of the party alone to do whatever they pleased. They decided to wander out into the woods to see if they could find the red-robed assassin woman after terrorizing a random theater kid who just wanted to get the set built. Then they went to the ley line in the woods and fought a lot of shit there just because they wanted to fight things. Because
That
chaos
dirty
crew.
thing that was staring at us, throwing
You left
shit
out
at us.
the Lady of Cleavage.
I did forget about the Lady of Cleavage. I did forget about Adelaide. You went back to visit Adelaide, the deceased Dane Blainewalker's former girlfriend. So now you all have met her, I believe, except Bellum, unfortunately. Then you decided to camp out and kind of keep watch in Fractal's fucked up tower.
It looks like a slightly decayed Keebler tree now.
Exactly, that he sort of created to look like a slightly fucked up Keebler elf tree. So that it would be a bit inconspicuous, as though a brand new, slightly decayed Keebler elf tree suddenly popping up in... Well, okay, no, hold on. I was about to make a point that would be conspicuous, but the fact that it happened near a nature ley line, that kind of makes it a bit less conspicuous. Good thought. So, it is currently just the three of you, Kagaz, Fractal, and Sir Horace. But you don't know where Ned is, because he is so sneaky that when he sneaks away, you cannot find him. So Ned, when you snuck away, what did you do?
He was distraught at the pure just stupidness that was going on around him, and decided to get blisteringly drunk.
Easy enough.
I refuse to believe that you ain't used to it by now.
At which point he wandered off into the forest and got lost.
Roll me a D100 to see just how lost you got. 75.
35.
So, not so horrifically lost that you can't find your way again. You understand basically how to navigate, and you've been in this forest a good couple of times over the past few days, so you kind of get a feel once you sober up a little bit for where you are. And how to get back to the ley line and the city. Because those are the two big landmarks you know of in the forest.
Ned will push the dryad off of him, get dressed, and start looking for his companions.
Valid. She pouts. She's very upset.
attached. It was just a one-time thing. The conversation is so fun.
Thanks for keeping me warm.
I'm a busy man. Got things to do.
You're welcome. I mean, it's not often that like I can just completely lay over someone like a blanket, so it was kind of nice.
Yeah, it was. Well, if I'm ever in the forest again,
You know where to find me.
sure do. All right, where are these chuckle fucks? And Ned's gonna go looking for his chuckle fucks.
Make me a survival check to try and track them.
Oh, this is gonna go well. Oh, actually, it went well.
Easy enough, considering the fact that there are 2 major landmarks that you can get to in the forest that you know of. The way to the city and the way to the ley line. You start to head towards the city and then you see the tracks that they clearly made leading towards the ley line, and you find them there. Well, you find a fucked up Keebler elf tree. That was not there when you were there yesterday.
I'm gonna look at it. It says fractal written all over it. And he's going to take up a position outside the tower and just wait for them to come out.
Easy enough.
Very
They
quiet
do not
like
notice you.
And he's going to watch and see what they do. Just to see what they do for a little bit.
All right. Chaos crew. What are you doing in there?
We've had the long rest, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say that this is probably at the end of the long rest.
Lovely. All right, let me just major.
Actually, Kagas didn't get a long rest. He got a short rest and
That's
then
right.
slept.
Right.
But I get everything back except my 1 giant smite that I used.
It is at the end of whatever type of rest you decided to take.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me just check something real quick.
At the end of the long rest. All right, up and at 'em, boys. And walks out the tower.
Oh yeah, I forgot he existed.
Come on, peasants, let's go.
Boy, you keep running your mouth and I'm gonna crack that jaw that ain't even yours.
Looks back at him, takes helmet off. Did you forget I don't have a jaw?
Well, maybe I beat myself to the punch.
But
okay. So Fractal's going to be upstairs, and he's going to be casting a couple spells. First, because Undead Thrall. Let's see, per Anime Dead, I get 2. I get a total of 2. So I'm going to cast that twice. That gets me an extra 4 skill boys. Which means from now on, I'm going to need to spend 2 level 3 spell slots to maintain my small army.
Last time I gained a total of what, 7 skeletons?
Yeah, 7 worth skeletons. So let me just deduct that now. Only have 3 skeletons in the bag. When meaning in terms of my total amount of undead, I mean 3 have Kruthik skins, so they are separate. And because we were shanghaied by a mini warband of fucking goblins yesterday, they all have short bows now. Glorious.
You said no, don't face us against the dragon.
I would have loved to fight the dragon.
You would have died.
And I would have died happy, you scum.
Be a goblin.
Tell him, hey guys, I'm back from the grove. Who the fuck are all of you?
Hey, new party.
New party. We'll all be good now. We promise.
I don't trust any promise you give me.
Hey, my name's Merlin. Instantly killed by Ned.
Instantly killed by God.
He fears no god.
Also, Ned, you're outside. You just said you're in a tree, right? Just kind of watching everything. Seeing
Yep.
the idiots. Okay. You're gonna see
Watching
Sahor's
the
step.
idiot brigade.
Exactly. Coming and going and going and coming.
By the way, Ned, these skeletons are made out of 2 goblins each, so at a request of a certain orc, at right where the crotch is on each on each skeleton, it's another skull.
God damn it.
It's just goblin bones stacked on
Ned,
each other.
you see Horus step outside, breathe a breath of fresh air through his undead body, and he will cast Find Steed.
Okay.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
return to me, my old friend, through my newfound abilities. And it will raise up a warhorse.
Okay.
Whether skeletal or not is up to you.
It looks skeletal, but it'll be using the regular warhorse stat block.
Yeah, perfectly fine.
It looks skeletal, but more handsome than Mortissimo. Because it's a normal fucking skeletal horse.
Hard.
Ah, Richard, Dick, my old friend.
Where does he come?
This is your fault, Liv.
How
Yeah.
on
You'll
earth
never escape.
is this
It's
my
been
fault?
It's been 500 years. He doesn't get the connotation. Things have changed. Society's changed in 500 years. He wouldn't get it.
It's your
First
fault.
off, dick jokes never change. Never.
War changes, lifetimes change.
Dick jokes
This
do
is
not.
Dick jokes
That is
are-
very true. There is apparently in I forget which Jane Austen book, but she referred to a character she had named Richard as having done nothing to earn himself anything but the abbreviation of his name.
Good.
She's like,
just
he
need to
doesn't
see
deserve
my-
dick.
I need to see my battalion. There we go.
So here comes the idiot brigade. Just still watching Ned.
Yep.
Corbin, are you one to leave right now? Just be like, no, what else? You
He's contemplating it. He's contemplating just
Ned, you
sitting
see,
sitting in that tree until they fucking leave, and then leaving in the opposite direction.
Ned, you see far more skeletons than Fractal should rightly have come walking out of there.
I was talking about you, Norman, the player, not.
My honor guard. There we go.
He's thinking to himself, used to have Sutha. At least she was fun to look at. Bellum,
Wasn't distraction.
I had hopes for him. Now I've got
I've got no one.
elongated gnome person. Kagaz, and the thing I would really wish just drop dead again.
Oh, yum. Oh.
That's the
What?
fucking contingent.
Dear God.
What did I ever do? What did I ever do to deserve this?
You're so an
And
awful
now we
bastard.
don't need to be getting into details.
He's gonna hop down out of the tree. So, what'd I miss?
Oh, greetings, Sir Ned. Welcome back.
Yes.
I thought you finally decided that it wasn't worth sticking around.
It's an idea that I'm running through. Yes.
Ooh.
But I figured someone should be around when Bellum comes back.
Oh, he
Someone
can
who
figure
has
it
a
out.
brain.
I got plenty of brain.
Oh, my skeletons all 20 of them. You fix that.
Does Fractal has he brought his skeletons outside, or is he still inside the tower?
Yes, they are all out in like in formation.
Surrounding you.
Good. I'm on my majestic steed.
Very well. Before we venture forth, and it'll take however long it takes to give everybody, including the skeletons, Mortissimo, Ned, Kagaz, Fractal, the
The
11
inspiring
temp
leader.
HP.
Valid.
Yep.
Is there a limit on how many people you can give that to?
It is, but not how many times, as long as you can take the time to do it. I think it's 6, and then you just find another group and do it again.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think
That's
the main restriction isn't there something about you can only benefit from it once per long rest?
Once per rest,
Yeah.
short or long.
Short or long, yeah.
All right. Let me
So a
see if
creature would have to rest before they could benefit from it again.
Yeah. Yes.
I need to fix my skeletons.
How many temp hit points are we getting?
11.
11. 7 plus his charisma, which is 4.
Nice.
They're level 7, right? So yeah, 20. Yeah. 6.
Skeleton should be at 31 total.
Mode. Use. There we go. Good. All right. There we go.
And at the end, to each of them, death will be beautiful, but it will not be this day.
Valid. So, Gitz plus Sir Horace, what would you like to do?
I believe we were going to, the idea last session that we came to as a band of Chucklefucks was to stake out the ley lines and wait for this bitch to come back in, because we had the assumption that she needed to re-up herself here.
You had the assumption.
Yeah, we assumed. Yeah,
Ew.
we assumed. Recharge herself.
Sounds like a plan. We wait here for her.
Yep.
Or wait there for her. Okay.
You're already at the ley lines. I just put you back on the aesthetic map rather than the battle map.
All right. I'm going to go somewhere I can't hear you guys. But I'll be around.
Where do you
And
go,
he's gone.
Ned? What are you looking for?
The skeletons start rattling.
He's just... what does the ley line look like? I don't know what it looks like.
It's so it's kind of like a what looks like an old, I described it as kind of like a gazebo style temple where it's outside but not really like a temple but like a shrine sort of thing. Where it at one point had walls over the top to, in case you needed to give an altar or give an offering while it was raining or inclement weather, things like that. That have since...
Oh, it looks like the picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really could have said that. Thank you.
Yeah. He's just going to climb up one of the walls, and they'll lose track of him up there, but he's just up there watching the surrounding lands, making sure no one can sneak up on him.
And no one can. Unfortunately, if you're that close, you can still hear them.
Yeah, he figured he wasn't actually going to be able to get out of earshot of them, especially Kagaz.
Yes.
Especially Sir Horace of Gallowmere. That man is loud.
Especially all of Fractal's undead a-rattling.
So, in that
What would the rest
regard,
of you like to do?
spread out my skeletons and pretty much like somewhat bury them. Not enough to really inhibit them, just enough to where it's going to be hard.
Make it look
to...
like they're just dead bodies on the floor.
Yes.
Dead bodies fully armed.
I'm gonna pull up a I'm gonna pull a Scooby Doo fucking zombie island with them.
I would remind you that the person that you were looking for was presumably here within the past few days. And while a tree popping up randomly at a nature-based ley line might not be conspicuous, 7 skeletal armed and armored corpses that are buried that were not there before would be conspicuous.
Fey magic. If people wandering through can get jumped by 2 owlbears, 2 giant boars, and
we're literally asking the fickle Fae for a fucking thing to kill.
the fickle Fae don't be asked to do dumb shit.
Just saying,
Yeah,
just the
but
person
when you do ask,
you also need to remember that the person you are staking out is an assassin. They are, by nature, going to be a bit more cautious. I'm letting you know before you do any of this. That's why I'm giving you plenty of fair warning. I don't want you to be like, well, you didn't tell me this would be conspicuous, because that feels unfair on my part. So, this would be something that would likely be a big tip-off to someone going, something has happened here within the past 20, since when I was here last
in
and
that
now.
regard, what do you guys think I should do with skeletons? Should I bury them actually bury them? That might inhibit them, leave them in the tower, just to bust out.
leave them in the tower to bust out. That sounds a little bitter.
Alright.
They
They'll
live.
be ready
God.
to bust from the tower.
Yes.
Back when they were both in a platoon together, however many years ago, 500 years ago.
Thereabouts.
Yeah. I know you said he was just an acquaintance. They were just acquaintances. Would he have known anything, perhaps like a song or any sort of melody, any sort of phrase that only she would known back then if she heard it now? Or would he perhaps make any sort of connection? Like, because he's remembering her. He's just trying to think back. Perhaps maybe she sees us. Or maybe I can draw her.
Interesting. Make me a history check to try and remember.
Any sort of shanty or...
I like where this is going. This is very interesting.
That is a 8. Nope, not gonna happen.
You cannot roll history checks on this woman for shit. Every
hear
single
the
time.
crackle of a door, and
I knew it.
and a glowing-eyed skeleton leers out at you, having audible thinking trouble.
help remembering, my brother.
Hello there.
He's saying this out loud, pretty loud. He's openly monologuing. I guess all of y'all can hear it. Perhaps, there's something... Oh, who knows, being...
I
asleep
appear
for
in
so
a
long.
pillar of green fire next to you. Hello.
Oh, any emotion on a skeletal face with no bottom jaw. You just see the top.
Hit him with the Eins emote.
Oh, why? Oh, Fractal.
Yes.
I hate to say this,
Yes.
but
Won't you shake a poor sinner's hand?
I may need some of assistance from your limited use, peasant.
Yes. Bum, 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 bum,
Still
bum.
makes
Are you
it
ready?
so insulting. So very, very insulting.
That's good enough.
In
for
his
consent.
previous life, and now he is 100% petty bitch.
That is
Petty
good
noble.
enough for consent. Grab head.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just use a first level slot now. It's early in the morning.
That would just be one advantage, so 15, or reroll again.
Reroll with advantage.
Oh, you see, you get sorrowful and
It's the green. It's the green. It's the green that you need. And in your future, roll
I'm
damn
gonna
it.
regret. I will once Roll20 decides to cooperate. Oh fuck that!
14.
Needs more juice! Another!
8 again.
Another! Second level.
Okay. Advantage +2.
I think we're since I'm here, we might not get the result.
I put my other hand on your head. Ah!
More power.
More power!
This electronic light show. Oh my
Yep.
god.
Yeah.
19.
Okay,
21.
so total of 21 is So you
I
don't
drop you to the
remember
ground.
her
I'm done
being
with
very she wasn't super jovial, like she wasn't really the type to be singing or chanting anything. But there was this group of other soldiers that she was always with. Let me see how I can kind of. There was kind of a big burly guy, bit of a strong man.
Hey now.
There was an older. I say older. So probably in his 50s, human man who could use just about any weapon he laid eyes on. And then there was, surprisingly enough, a very, very old gentleman that was always with them. And this was like her little troop that she was with. And with the 21, you actually remember that at one point there was a fifth person that was with them who was lost during a battle. You don't remember any of their names, just Duvessa's. But you know that at one point there was a fifth who was no longer with them by the time you made your last charge. But you know she wasn't a loner, I think, is probably the best thing that you get from that, is she was part of a very tight-knit group.
I remember the names. Okay.
I don't think there's a rule.
Okay.
That's a short
Alright,
rest,
so-
yeah.
I
so-
don't think there is.
All right, so after Fractal leaves you gasping in the mud, he's gonna clap his hands. Well, that was fun. And he's gonna walk back into the tower and just start cycling energy to get arcane recovery. Let me know when a short rest passes so I can give myself a spell slot
Okay.
in case she appears within the next hour.
He will relay this because he went back in and he
Yep.
will relay this information to Kaz. Oh god, it's all coming back, unfortunately, due to that peasant. Oh,
Well, can you really
Now-
say unfortunately when you asked him to do it?
There is now, in fact,
I
a
know.
scorch mark into the side of your head.
oh yeah. This skull. I know. But it's someone coming back to me. I remember she was with a group. One of them was lost. She
So
wasn't a
you
loner.
remember anything about that group that you could probably get her attention with?
Maybe I could perhaps pierce into whatever soul she has left, if she even has it. Maybe remind her. Maybe she can. Maybe we can have some form of discussion. Because she's a long time gone from that period, as am I.
Well, You got a couple of things in common with back then. Calling him peasant.
Fractal's nothing but.
That's right. Anyway, best we can do is just sit here and wait for her.
Hmm. I could perhaps sing some melodies I remember from back then. Hopefully it reaches through. I can speak about. I can be the distraction and talk about the times, and maybe she'll hear me.
Maybe.
And have the rest. Have the rest of you wait in the bushes while if she attempts to assault me. Or we can have a conversation. I'm hoping for that. Because preferably I'd rather not get stabbed in the back.
Back or front, whichever one you prefer. Probably one of them's going to happen.
I prefer to face a man. Or anyone face
Or
to
by a
face.
woman.
Oh, yes, I've fought many women. Face to face. Sometimes quite pleasant, but you just see him kind of getting a reminiscent look on his face. Anyways. I'd say maybe you should try to make yourself scarce and hide. And I'll try to draw her out.
You can see me from the other side of the forest. I'm huge and in full black armor.
Fair. While we're waiting, I'll try to draw her out for a time. And the
You'll
rest
try
of
to
you keep watch.
Well,
He'll try to draw her out. He'll try to draw her out himself.
Okay.
Say anything about the past that maybe only she would know because they were in the same battalion, while Ned and Kagaz are staking everything out. He's trying to be the distraction to try, like, maybe he tries to attack him or confront him some way.
Okay. Make me a perception check. Everyone who is watching. So, Fractal, for at least for this first hour, don't, because you're doing your short rest.
Okay. So, an hour does pass.
Well, this is the first hour, so.
I'll take that as a yes.
If nothing happens here, then it should.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Okay. None of you see any sign of anyone approaching at all in this first hour. There's lots of wildlife, different critters, things like that. Things that you would find in a forest. Typical things. Nothing out of the ordinary. No humanoids. Nothing that I think we would call sentient. I think is the best word to use.
Oh, where you fair Spanish ladies? Oh, he's just kind of singing and humming along during this time.
Everyone who's watching for the second hour, make me a perception check.
Ooh, hour passed.
What the hell is Spanish?
Good
I
question.
think it's a form of elemental.
Okay, 24.
There was this traveling group of gypsies. They prefer speaking to this strange melody. They called it Spanish. It was a very eloquent and beautiful
Here they have very good
dialect.
food. Though a lot of people dialect really mispronounces a lot of their words.
Okay, 24, 15.
After the first hour, I'd come out. So
Yep.
Can I?
Yeah.
All right. Yeehaw!
17.
Hello, Duvessa, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Kagaz, are you making a perception check or no?
That I did.
Oopsies.
Not for this hour. 9. Yeah, you don't see anything.
Again?
Again, there is, for the next hour, there is no sign of anyone any humanoid person approaching the ley line.
Oh, this is one of my favorites. This is an ancient ballad I heard from a bard. I can't. His name's on the tip of my tongue. It was Aaron Carter. Going completely different. You are my fire, the one desire.
You're instantly pincussioned by 7 skeletons
Absolutely clowning.
and mule kicked by a human-faced horse.
Ah, tell me why. It's
He
nothing
doesn't
but a
have enough stuff,
heartache.
I guess. No
Tell
neck.
me why.
Go ahead and make
'Cause
me
I
perception
want it that way.
checks for the next hour. Uh,
I am disturbed with the
I
South
was about
I
to
got
say,
put his
yeah.
reading glasses on.
His eardrums with daggers.
Okay, 5, 21, 21, 20. Yeah, Fractal, you are just so disturbed by this.
Tell me why.
Again, there's no one coming. Another hour passes and the forest continues as normal. It's not still or empty, but you seem to be the only humanoids in the area.
Roughly speaking.
I mean, like, yeah, in the general vicinity that you can see.
And roughly speaking as in humanoid.
Yeah, roughly speaking, as in, well, because I'm trying not to say humans because none of you are human.
I know.
So.
But one of them's a skeleton, one of them's a robot.
Exactly. So humanoid-ish.
skeletal.
Well, because I'm also trying not to say creatures because then it would be like there are no deer, there are no squirrels, and they exist. It's a
They can
forest.
probably smell the skeletons and probably the ditch where some of the meat went into. Let's Kagas eat Scubbo.
So 3 hours have passed. Is there anything you would like to do going into the 4th, or continue to make perception checks?
During this 4th hour, so Horus will touch his hand to the ground, and black magic will emanate from him. And he'll do divine sense.
Okay.
There is a number of undead near you.
Celestial fiend or undead.
Including myself. Including myself.
There are many undead near you. No celestials, no fiends. You get a similar sense to what, or well, you don't get the presence of a fiend, but you get the presence of some sort of magic on the ley line. And you gather that it's the same thing that Fractal had noticed, but it has a weird feeling to it. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to describe it. It feels wrong, but like amateur wrong, if that makes sense.
Amateur wrong.
Like it feels fumbled. That's the word I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm. That's...
You gather that there is probably more that some of you could do to try and discover specifics about it, but that's what you get from your divine sense.
Mm-hmm. He'll make note of that and let the others know. Something's fumbled with magic.
Fumble with magic.
How close are we to the ley line?
You should be like basically
Right.
in the little like ruined altar kind of place that the ley line is in. So you should be more or less on it.
Okay.
5 to 10 feet from it at the most.
All right, the others can talk. He's going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Just to see if of anything.
You definitely get the same things that Fractal got off of the bodies before. You get the same sense of the magic that it was used from the same source. But there's some sort of like something stops. Not that there's a barrier, but just something that like almost like a dead end in the thread. There's no logical conclusion to this magic. That what you feel when you have detect magic on something that is a residual effect of a spell, you usually can sense some sort of logical conclusion, or you can get a vague sense of what the purpose of it was, what exactly happened. But for this, there's no conclusion. It's like something was expended, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't find a result.
Michael, you were aware of this. Y'all were studying this ley line, correct? Pyro?
Hey! Oh! I was muted. Fractal... What would you ask him? What happened?
About the ley line being a dead end, the magic we're currently at. What she just described.
Oh, the thing I found. Was it last session? No.
Yeah.
You were aware of this, correct?
What I'm aware of it, what I can immediately recall is that I don't have much use for it, and it was used by both Sutha and Bellum within a relatively quick amount of time, so there isn't much. It was pretty much Fey nature focused, so I didn't have anything I could really get off it, and that's what I can immediately recall. It's
you
incompatible.
also had some sort of you had come to the conclusion that Duvessa had used the ley line, that she had come and her magical signature was on the ley line, remember?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The one I thought was first was a trail, but it was actually a trace. Excuse me. I found a trace of her magic, the same one that was used to push and then pull out psionic and or soul traces upon this ley line, as if it was siphoning it. That's led me to the... Yes, it pulled out a shard of their mind in a scooping, violent fashion, just as much as tearing out their life force. It was like an ethereal ice cream scoop just went into their cortex. It went whoop, and it's gone, leaving a hollow nougaty void in their consciousness.
A lot of 500 years. What the hell?
It's magic.
Sir Horace, do you describe the feeling of no result?
Yes.
No conclusion?
Yes.
Fractal, that's weird.
Just cut off. An absolute dead end.
Strange.
Just stops.
Maybe that means she teleported away? But then we should be able to trace her.
Maybe the trace isn't what you thought it was.
Okay.
Make me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Oh, man. Since Ned stealthed away, I wonder what he's doing. I wonder what Kagaz is doing.
24.
24.
That is enough. With the 24, you realize that your initial thought of the trace of her magic on the altar was that she had activated the ley line to absorb power from it. And then, having gotten what she needed, left. With this information from Sir Horace, with the detect magic, you realize that she wasn't successful.
Oh.
The trace of her magic is because she attempted to use the ley line. She tried. She
The ley
reached
line
in and she
rejected her.
started, and for whatever reason, either she couldn't get what she needed, or the ley line pushed back, or she was interrupted, but there was an expenditure of energy and no result.
Ned, change of plans. Get down here, wherever the fuck you are.
Why? What's up?
I think what Sir Horace just informed me of a new puzzle in this, and I think the bitch tried to play with the ley line and it bit her. And I don't think she's coming back.
Wonderful.
That just means
Down
we
he
can
comes.
find you then.
Does that mean she's stuck in there?
No, I think she fled after the ley line rejected her because, again, and this just vindicates me, Fae fuckery is bullshit.
Well, I don't think any of us disagreed with that in the first place.
It ate Bellum, it ate fucking, it ate Sutha, and, well, it rejected the abomination, so...
Ned's gonna walk up to the ley line and poke it. You in there?
Explode!
No response.
Just scanners him. Just scanners. Boom!
Well, there goes our lead.
Or only lead after running around all town. Again, why are we doing this? We are up ass creeks in terms of leads. We're going to have to crawl up and down this forest just to maybe get another one.
Or she returned to Warpwood Necropolis.
Do you know how far that is?
I know, peasant.
Oh, we definitely set ourselves back in that case.
What if we're wrong? If we're wrong, we've made that trip for nothing.
I just have a strong
I
feeling.
can't believe Fractal just said that they would have made a trip to Warpwood Necropolis for nothing.
I made a check, and you said it's like it radiates like protective energies against undead. So that I don't really have a reason to go there. I'm just going to
That's
get
valid.
bit by whatever's protecting them again. It's a fancy name for do not touch necromancer bat. So I don't care unless I can break whatever's holding there and take all the cool undead.
Well, given the lead we have, and given the fact that this thing rejected her for whatever reason it was, but I will be humble this once. Oh god, I feel sick.
Oh, guys, search him.
What am I supposed to do?
Hurt his feelings.
Hurt his feelings.
Or with a big stick, I don't care.
Well, I'm a lot better with a big stick.
So, should we stay or should we go?
I don't imagine sitting here is going to show us anything if she already gone.
Yeah, no, I don't think she's coming back to this thing in particular.
Any
Bless
way
you.
you can track her using magical scent or something?
Depends how long she's been gone. This is the last trace I got of her. I would need a signal booster to even attempt that.
Groovy.
And given that the ley line is literally anathema to my entire existence, no.
I'm not aware of any object on her, aside from the red cloak, and I doubt she's within 1,000 feet.
Blink.
Well, maybe she's just staring at us from the darkness and laughing.
It's always a possibility. She's an assassin. She's probably just as good, if not better, at hiding than I am.
Considering she's probably also got some sort of charm effect going. She could literally talk someone into letting her walk into their house and then stab them. She could be anywhere from here to the Warpwood Necropolis. And given none of us can identify what she is, we don't have any way of doing it with that. Hell, for all we know, she could be able to what's the word? Jump planes. I don't know. I think we just need to acknowledge that we lost and move on with it.
I'm about to admit I lost.
All right.
Not till I'm dead.
Oh my god. Okay. In that regard, our options are thus, as far as I'm aware. We crawl up and down the woods, hoping for another scrap of evidence. I continue to shock the ever-living hell out of Sir Horace of Gallowmere and cocksucking over there. Until I knock something out again from his head for another plot point. We go back into the city and
stick this sword in your mouth and remove your head from your body. Watch it.
Do it.
My head just turns 180 around. I
Do
give
it.
him a look.
I'll help.
I just stare at him.
Looks at
And
you with no jaw. Holds his hand on his sword, just kind of taps the sheath.
You are made from poor materials. I will knock you back from whence you came. Second, the third option, we head back into the city and report to the people that we can't find them out here, and we see if they've been withholding anything from us.
It sounds like a plan.
That one? Fine. What will be good? We should split the No. I was out of character. So we're going back in town to see if they found any leads.
All right. So I will put you back on the Sheva Kerlora map.
All right.
If you would like to go back to, you would be able to figure out that the investigation team that you had worked with before would probably still be at the Library of Taras Kerlora. Is that where you go?
I suppose.
All right.
Do I look like the face of the party to you?
Somebody has to be.
No. Ned's back. He can wrangle us.
There we go. So you come back, and the female half-elf, the cleric that you had worked with before, stands up. Oh, you're back. Did you learn anything?
She toyed with the ley line. It didn't like it, and now we've lost track of her.
She toyed with the ley line. What do you mean?
She tried to do something. It failed.
Siphoning some sort of power, but apparently, from what we could gather, she was rejected.
Rejected. Interesting. That doesn't... I've never known the ley lines to... I mean, ley lines are just essentially supposed to be wells. I've never known them to lash out.
This one's made of raw nature and fey magic. Of course it's going to be wild.
Nature. It's nature.
Pure undiluted nature fuckery.
But if you said if what
was.
she's taking from people is some sort of essence of their soul or whatever, maybe it's because this isn't a soul.
Perhaps.
You're saying that she's soulless?
I don't know anything about that, but if that's what she's taking from the victims, that Perhaps the ley line wasn't compatible with her. It didn't give her what she was looking for.
Maybe.
Oh, you guys are the researchers, smart people.
I am a specialist in a field that only tangentially refers to what we're dealing with, and I've run the gamut
I
of what I
need
know.
evidence. I need clues. I need things to figure things out.
I mean, we do as well. We were mainly just
Well, you guys are kind
investigating
of experts on this, aren't you?
on her?
Look.
No.
On magic.
I mean,
Magic,
certain forms of it. I'm a cleric, but that doesn't mean I know everything.
Seeing that, do you know the difference between engineers and mechanics? Or repair jockeys? There's different fields that researchers go into. I have a very specific field. She has one as well. They only tangentially meet up in this regard. And this thing isn't... We've thoroughly examined this thing isn't close to mine. It isn't close to hers either. It's vaguely in the same connotation. We know it's... Some magic was used to keep this thing in a... What's the word that can use? A state of being that isn't normal. It can't sustain itself. But it is neither an undead, it isn't extraplanar. As far as I'm aware, it's not a construct. So I'm running out of options in my extensive library because like 80% of it just doesn't apply to this thing. It's an abomination in the truest sense of the word.
Did you learn anything else? Anything at all?
It probably does not have a soul, or if it does, it is a manufactured soul. It's damaged in a very specific way, intrinsic to sentient life.
Do you know what it wants? Does it want anything, or is it just hungry?
I think it just wants to live. As far as I'm aware, it isn't it.
Well,
just looks at you.
They said she. Lady Aiden said she.
Whatever is masquerading in this thing's form, I don't know if it can change its form. Its abilities are an enigma to me, because it carries different abilities from at least 3 different types of creatures I'm aware of, and none of them carry the intrinsic hallmarks of it either. This is weird. In the most scientific sense of the word, it shouldn't exist. It shouldn't exist in the same way a Warforged shouldn't technically exist. Yet here we fucking are.
There's many things that can't be explained. Looks at Fractal. Looks back.
Well,
so it could be anywhere from here to the Warpwood Necropolis. That's the best we have.
Necropolis. Why? Why there?
I just cross my arms. We have our sources. They're a bit esoteric.
Okay, you don't have to share what they are, but why would she go to the Warpwood Necropolis? That place is hallowed. What? Familiarity.
Yes. If this creature is working on base instincts and fractured memories, that is apparently one of them. A lot of damage can be done to creatures. She knows this thing was probably under a Gias, right? It was on the table.
I don't remember if you all told her about Talon probably being under in control of her.
I don't think they did.
We have reason to believe that she was under a Gias that was broken, and that can do horrid things to a creature's psyche.
Then
The Gias was broken, assumedly, because it is running rampant now.
is it? We haven't had any other reports of anything.
That we know of. Have there been any deaths recently? Any homeless disappearing?
No.
You should probably check in with your local guards and see if anyone has been missing. It's only been like 2 days.
Well, then let's go.
Okay. We go.
All right. So you make your
I
way
pressed the
to
fast travel
the
button.
guard's house, or the guard house.
I get 14 copper, and we fast travel.
Hey, you're fine. You make your way to the guard house, and she inquires about any people missing. The guard, well, I mean, there are some people that are unaccounted for, but they were guests at the party, so we are assuming that that is why they're unaccounted for. Other than that, no. Why? What's going on? What are you expecting? He kind of looks at all of you. What's
We're
going on
expecting
here?
some people to be people that are easier to disappear, be in a little bit of trouble. Ever heard of a vampire? It's something similar to that.
Oh,
Yeah. So, anyone ends up going missing, it might be the result.
good to know. We will enact precautions.
Probably a good idea. Unless you like running out of homeless people.
We have very few homeless people in this city. Most of the people that are homeless, it's because they choose to be. They prefer to wander. Here, we have ample number of homes that are offered to those who need them.
Well, if you ever wanted to hit zero, don't send guards outside.
I'm very confused.
Don't worry your pretty shiny head about it.
He's saying that if you don't send guards outside, they're probably gonna all die.
Oh.
Yeah, I know the concept's a little hard from their pretty little city. People just be murdered on random.
It's around this time that the doors to the guardhouse burst open and a burly human man runs in holding an unconscious woman. Somebody please, you've got to help. She won't wake up.
Oh, hell.
And why?
I don't know. I
just-
just
And
Bring her over to the table.
if you don't know,
he
what are we
brings her
supposed to
over and lays her down.
I
How'd you
check for
find
the.
her?
Yeah, you guys question the man I live. I'm gonna do the check.
Okay, do the check. Is there something you would like to check for first?
Specifically the thing we're looking for.
Okay.
The
You
signature
find
that
Is there something else very specific and very obvious you would like to check for?
how recent this was. You guys,
You're going around it. You're not quite there.
I don't know what to tell you, Liv.
Something you as a Warforged do not have.
fucks to give. No.
Fractal's, Ned's gonna
Before-
smack Fractal's hands away and check for a pulse. See if the
Thank
woman
you.
is still alive.
She is still alive.
Oh. Boo. Boo pulse.
She is still alive. Her
Meh.
pulse is slow and even. And when I say
Oh.
slow, I mean very slow. But it is
Oh.
steady. It's not slowing down. It's not speeding up. She is unconscious, but she is alive.
Oh, good. She's learning.
Boris will ask the guard, how'd you find her? Where'd you find her?
No, this is the guy that brings her in.
That's
This is
what I
my-
bet, yeah.
This is my daughter. She didn't come downstairs this morning, and I went to find her, and she was in her room, unconscious. She wouldn't wake up.
Okay. I presume her window was open?
I didn't
was it
look
closed?
to see.
What the fuck?
He was maybe a little bit preoccupied with the fact that his daughter wouldn't wake up.
That's a mighty tunnel vision there.
Yes.
Anyone else gonna say anything?
Well, what have you tried so far? You tried smacking her?
Kagaz, no. Horace.
usually works.
Sir Horace, or whatever the fuck your name is. You're capable of healing, are you not?
You can try, yes.
Please do.
He'll lay a hand on her, and 5 points lay on hands, see if that does anything.
Her heartbeat speeds up for about a round and then returns to that slow, even beat.
Fractal's gonna take out his spellbook. He's gonna ritual cast Identify.
Okay.
There's still that like telltale like damage to her psyche and whatnot, right? But she's just alive.
She is alive. I'm trying to see if Identify... I don't know if Identify would give you the specifics, but something's... Well...
It's up to you.
Instead, touch a creature, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it. She is, you know for a fact, she is not under the effect of a spell. There was some sort of magical effect enacted upon her that has led to this result. If that makes sense.
Shit. Alright, she's alive, which means either she had she stopped early, or she's learning.
You do remember Lady Aiden saying that Duvessa said she had to before she killed her.
Now,
So most likely this girl's going to recover with time. Because now she doesn't have to kill. She just feeds.
but that also begs the question.
What difference happened?
She was no longer told to kill.
So the Gias stuck when the guy died?
No, she still needs to feed.
No,
She
no,
just
no,
no
no,
longer
no.
needs to kill.
If she says she had to, that means she was
She
under
had to kill.
contract to kill.
Yes.
So that's another thing. Did she have to kill because she was starving, or because she had like a lasting order?
She had an order to kill.
Right.
He was told to kill now, she just needs to feed, is what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Could...
The cleric...
Sir, do you mind if I look at your daughter's room?
Of course.
And has there been a girl around her lately? Wearing a red cloak, most likely.
No, not
Or
that I've
just
noticed.
Generally pale, dark hair.
No, not that I've seen at all.
Ned, could you go see if the room had any entrances? Because if it was all locked up, just like the room, that means she does have some capability of being let in by her again.
Yeah.
So it will confirm a charm. Whereas if not, well,
Lead the way, sir. Your daughter's in good hands.
You try lesser restoration. Her heartbeat speeds up slightly and holds steady. And she breathes a bit deeper before returning to the normal, even cadence, but her heartbeat holds steady at that slightly higher rate.
I know he couldn't probably tell the exact, but he kind of get a feel of the condition: blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. Get a sense of it.
It feels like a severe form of exhaustion.
means we're looking at greater restoration, and her cleric's gone. Shit.
Oh, the lady right next to us is a cleric, right?
She actually was just about to try lesser restoration, so seeing that works, she'll do it again, and it will restore her heartbeat a little bit more.
Miss, do you have access to the greater variant of that spell?
Unfortunately, no.
Do you have any clerics that are, or are you the highest ranking in the city? Oh, is it 5th? Oh,
Yep.
5th level.
Yep.
Well,
I'm
there's just gotta be
the
like
highest
10,000 NPCs struggling. Come on. Chop, chop.
I'm the highest ranking, unfortunately.
In this big city? Fuck, okay.
In
All
a
right.
nature city? Yes. I mean, we could take her to Venzer Abbey. People would certainly know it there.
You have my blessing to go down to do that without me. I'll stare right at her as I say
it's clearly working. She's holding steady. It's just...
All right, put her on her side. No, there doesn't seem to be any signs of thing besides the soul thing. Just make sure she doesn't swallow her tongue.
When you say the soul thing...
Oh, God damn it.
That's when you kind of get the idea.
Uh-huh.
A piece of her soul is missing. And that's what's holding her under. And while the rest of her soul, essence, ether, what have you,
as I'm just
tries to recover itself.
As I'm just scanning over her and I see that little chip away from the soul, if I had to give you a percentage, would it be below 10%? Has it just been like ripped out of her?
Right around 10%.
And Fractal goes stock still and stares right at that chunk of her soul that I'm like eyeing up.
It feels jagged around the edges.
Like an animal.
Not like an animal, more like frayed, like fraying fabric. But like it's trying to slowly knit itself back together.
Well, according to this, I'm writing a diagram in the shape of what I assume is the soul, the anima of this woman. There is a 10% chunk ripped out right about here. It actually vaguely looks like a tapestry in a trapezoidal form, or no, diamond-ish form. Yep.
You'll hear Horace kind of over to the side after he does lots of restoration, hearing all this. He just kind of mutters, Duvessa, what the fuck has happened to you? What have you become?
As you are casting your restorations, it is slowly beginning to knit itself back together, so I believe she will recover with time. What long-lasting implications that this will have on her, I do not know. But if I had to give you a percentage, about 10.3579% is shown roughly in this section here. She should recover. but hopefully Ned and whoever went with him will solve that. Did anyone go with Ned?
I think he just went off with the. I think he just went with the father. Kagas,
Yeah.
did you leave or stay?
How guys would have went with Ned?
Yeah, you guys do
Okay.
that, and then we'll run some more tests here between our holy and Arcana-based magic. We should see if we can find something else while she's healing. See if there's a mark on her soul that might have stuck around. So we'll cut over to Ned, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I go
So
use
Ned, the father is leading you back to the house, and you and Kagaz, if Kagaz would have gone too, and takes you to her room. It's a 1-story little house and takes you to her bedroom. You notice without
Window?
a perception check immediately, the window is open.
Ah, bugger. Kind of looks at the window. Is there a lock on the window?
Yes,
So it could be locked?
it could have been. The lock is not broken, but the window is open.
Is your daughter generally diligent about locking her window when she goes to sleep?
Very much so.
Look out the window. Is there footprints? Anything?
There is a bit of trampled grass. It's not like a full footprint, but there is a bit of trampled grass.
Not enough to follow?
You'd have to make a check for that. If you want to make, I think tracking, it's survival.
Yeah, sadly, it is
Yeah.
fucking survival. Shit. Ned's gonna... Shit. Tracking like this isn't my forte.
16.
And he's gonna try and follow it a little bit.
You follow them until they reach the path, at which point the tracks are gone because it's a path, but you know that they reached the path leading southeast out of the town.
So they left the town.
Might as well try.
Probably. No, not with a 9.
He's gonna head towards the gate and talk to the guards.
Okay.
Excuse me, sirs.
Yes, can I help you?
Looking for a young woman that may have passed through here early this morning, not long ago, wearing a red cape.
Not seen anybody in the cape. Do you know what she
Cloak.
looked like? No.
We don't have a general description of her, do we?
You do.
Oh, no, we do. He will describe her.
Yeah, actually, really early this morning, probably about, halfway between midnight and dawn, I'd guess, came just walking down the roads, went right out, didn't talk to anyone, she looked all in her head about something. Looked pretty tore up.
Did she just keep going, or did you see her dip off the path somewhere?
Kept going. If I had to take a guess about which way she was going, she's probably heading toward Kalos.
Thank you much, sir.
You're welcome. You know her?
Mildly. If you see her again, inform your captain. Don't try to stop her.
All right.
He'll head back to the house where the father was. Well, the assailant left town.
Okay.
She's heading south. Whether or not she's coming back, we don't know. She seemed kind of tore up about it. We're not sure what's really going on here. But we're trying to figure it out. You should go be with your daughter, though. Go on.
I will. Thank you. And he will escort you out of the house and lock it behind him and leave.
I guess we're gonna track this girl down to the next town.
Well, she got the upper hand on us speed-wise. Oh, well, maybe not. We got mounts. She does have, an hour ahead of us? Maybe.
She's got a couple hours. She left slightly after midnight.
Damn. Well, sitting around here ain't gonna make her slow down.
Oh, let's go get Fractal. And the skeleton.
Yeah, the skeleton, and the skeleton after that, and the big horse skeleton too. By the way, those are stations out of town near the tower where we're gonna go pick them up.
All right.
So we head back there.
While we're there, is there anything else we need to do to check her over? Yeah, to gain anything live, or is this done deal?
Imagine her just having exhaustion isn't gonna really give us any info.
Like,
No, I
there's
don't think
nothing left marked on there.
not that you can find.
Okay. All right. We will leave you when you guys come back. We're just sitting there, like running tests, making sure she's all right.
Yep. And she seems to be holding steady. You've noticed as the time has passed a very, very gradual increase on its own. That basically you're only able to notice because of the constant monitoring. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. It's so slight.
Could I make some sort of like intelligence check to, if it keeps up this rate, how long it might take given the
Make a medicine check.
Oh, you're sure you want to use that one? I mean, I'd be willing to use intelligence because it's the soul thing. No.
What's the job description of her again?
Medicine
Pale,
is
dark hair. Medicine is wisdom?
Yes. What do you think Karen practices? Shit.
Oh.
Maybe a
Medicine was an intelligence check.
No.
Nope, that's wisdom.
Yeah, that's wisdom. Yeah, Lilith and Karen will look at you with less than adequate intelligence. It's wisdom.
All right, well, 1 second. Let me pull up somebody's character sheet on a private thing so I can look at there's not a specific sheet, just so I can see what would be a valid intelligence check.
Well, for something like for Fractal especially, who deals with souls, I would lean towards Arcana.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. If you really wanted to make it like even, I just say intelligence. If you really wanted to
just straight intelligence will work. Yeah, because it is more close. It is closer
it's my
to the
intelligence
medical
modifier,
field.
spellcasting modifier, but it's not like a direct field I'm adequate in yet. So, right, 16.
16. That's valid. It's about the second day of the week. It'd probably be another 5-ish days.
All right. Make sure she gets plenty of liquids. No solid foods. Make sure she doesn't swallow her tongue. Definitely. So keep her on her side, if you can, or raised up on a bed.
Ned's looking at Fractal.
I give you 5 to 6 days before her soul has recovered enough so she regains consciousness. Even after that, I would wager keep her on watch for 2 days in case she relapses.
Fractal?
What?
Do you really think it's possible to swallow your tongue?
I wouldn't know, but I would assume that it's just a big floppy thing in your mouth.
It's not very floppy. It's actually a very powerful muscle, and quite impossible to swallow.
Well, then ignore what I said. It is impossible for people to choke on their tongues, apparently, so enjoy.
Just keep her on her side, make sure she's breathing. She'll recover in a few days.
What he said.
Why are we trusting the fucking robot to give health advice?
Because whether it's breathing or not, I know the human body.
Quiet, Fractal. She left town. to the south, heading towards name of city I can't remember.
Carlos.
Karalos.
Go ahead and
We go to the world map. Thank
skidoopity
you.
boop. Yep.
Carlos. Oh fuck! Across the mountains. We'll go.
There's a path.
We're going around or through. Yeah, there's a path. There's probably giants in that path.
Oh, excuse me. We have horses, so there's a good chance we can catch her, with the exception of the fact that maybe she doesn't need to sleep. Yeah, you may not need to, Fractal, but we do.
I technically need to recharge, but I'm still technically conscious.
Yes, so let's get the lead out and get moving now. She's got about a... What time is it, Liv?
It's about midday.
She's got about a 12-hour lead on us, so let's get moving.
And given she's probably got superhuman reflexes, she's probably bumming up the mountain as well.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. Let me go ahead and get out my travel shit real quick. There we go.
We go and pick up the gang.
All right. You go and pick up the gang, the boys.
The bony lads.
The bony lads. All right. So, you are here where this little lantern is. You are traveling. Honestly, you could either go. You could either go this way to, then cut through the mountains here, or go 1, 2, 3. Because that hex skirts right through the edge of the mountains there.
Alright. I've played Oregon Trail enough to know that we're passing the river at least 3 times. With a lot of heavy shit.
As long as you don't get dysentery.
No! Wait, I'm immune to that.
Alright. Someone roll me a d20 for your first day of travel.
Ned, do it. Yes!
That's a 3.
So that is an environmental effect slows your pace. You get a little turned around in the deep forest, and you add 1 day to your travel time, so you stay where you are.
Of course. The worst possible one we could get at this moment.
No, it's not.
No, we get a dragon.
Give me that dragon.
No!
Kagas,
Well, actually,
roll me a d20.
According to Fergus, I guess.
Give me that dragon, baby!
All right. So this is
double
the
time.
forest. Okay.
I need to get fabric next time I can.
As you are traveling through, you hold on. Let me pull up the page. You encounter, strangely enough, on the path, the corpse of a fairy dragon.
Well, that's a bad omen.
It's not a bad omen if you want to harvest it. It's a gift. It's a natural 20. I gave you a gift.
How big is the corpse?
Fairy dragons are tiny, I believe. But you can definitely try to harvest from it. And it has some pretty... It has some good stuff in there.
What check is it?
Nature.
Oh. And any of you have it proficient? Higher than 5?
No.
Ned?
Probably not proficient in that.
At least it's an intelligence-based check.
No.
Anyone want to assist me?
Ned will assist.
Alright. Need your tiny hands. Alright. Advantage. Yup. 21. We needed it. I supervise because my digits aren't strong or aren't best suited for tiny objects.
So you get you get 3 vials of fairy dragon blood.
Oh. I guess since we don't have fucking Bellum, I guess I'll put him in my bag of holding.
And
Oh!
you're welcome. I told you this was a fucking gift.
This world is hostile to me. I have to treat it the same. Thank you.
Why is he getting the gift? I rolled
Because
the
it
20.
was-
Damn it, give me the dragon.
I know. But it's 20 is encounter the corpse of a rare creature specific to the terrain, and forest was a fairy dragon.
Well, if I ever figure out how to make spell tattoos, I can inscribe it on you for use it, maybe.
Yeah, I would allow that.
I'd have to learn how to do that, though.
That's not what I meant when I wanted a dragon. Damn it, I didn't want this pipsqueak.
And I only know the one spell, brother. Or the one rune. I don't think you want that one. Looks at Horus.
Taps his
All right.
sword. Keep talking.
All right.
Keep thinking.
And
All right.
you get here. Fractal, roll me a d20.
Hang on. 3 files of Fairy Dragon Blood. Since we don't have Bellum, I'll carry your loot, I guess.
Okay.
All right. Save changes. All right. D20. Hi. Yeah. Yeah.
I prayed. I
You
prayed
wanted
so
it.
hard.
You wanted it.
Only
had
if
it.
you rolled it.
You had
Only
to do
if
it. You
rolled it.
goddamn it. Motherfucker.
Where's
I
my
could
forest
feel.
map?
I could feel a weight behind this fucking roll. I'm like, I had to drag it out.
Place yourselves on the forest map, please.
Okay. Hee hee. All right. Let's see here.
Damn it, Fractal.
Hey, don't damn it me. This how could happen to anyone.
But it happened
Not this one, no. This one couldn't have.
No, I don't feel like seeing a lich, so I'm gonna get on the old dusty trail.
I never said lich.
It's a troop of paladins. Roll. 5. Alright, no, get back in the zombie. I don't like you. And I'm going to mark these 3 as the
Perfect.
ones with higher AC.
Okay.
What do we
Hold
win?
on. I'm having to find stuff. Oh, do I not have a picture for that one? Oh, well.
Yeah, I would have spread them out. Whoa.
Yes, spread them
everyone.
out as you need to while I am finding my tokens.
I am on Mortiso. And these 3 are in front of me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, cannot believe I don't have tokens for either of these. Oh well, that
And
means
you
I
get-
will
and
just
you
use
still doing
random
your-
tokens.
Your 11 thing,
Huh?
Nito.
Yeah. Everyone still has 11 temp HP. He would have done the inspiring leader speech.
Got it.
Yeah, everyone still
He'd
has it.
want to assume you'd buff me every morning.
Basically, assume every rest, short rest, long rest, he's going to be doing it if people don't have it.
Okay, I'm gonna use other tokens for this, but then I will tell you what they are. So surrounding Fractal as they come from out of the ground, these are not Kruthix. That's just the token I'm using because I didn't realize that I did not have tokens for these. They'd be there. And then...
Sipping a pothole? Goddamn.
No. What do I want to use?
The rust monsters.
They are rust monsters.
Okay.
And... what do I want to use for these?
I made out of magic metal
Did
pieces.
we like
not just-
fail a perception to have them fuck us like this, or was that what
With
the
the
one
nat
was?
1? Yeah.
Lucky.
Yeah.
It is a ghost, or it looks like a ghost, because that's the token, but in actuality, it is an ooze.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Attracted by the scent of metal.
Mm-hmm.
Please roll me some initiative.
Initiative, boys.
And I'm going to be rolling with d20s for these other guys because I didn't make them sheets like a dum-dum. Okay.
You're gonna want to vacate your skeletons from the premises unless you want to buy them new gear.
Yeah. Well, I get spares. Not a lot, but
Okay. Ah, dang. Well,
Magical equipment's you immune to that shit, right?
Yeah.
So Fractal's fine, but no skeletons are gonna have a time.
okay. Dragonblood Ooze has a 15, because that was what I rolled with the ghost. And the rust
Dragonblood.
monsters have... Oh, +1. 14. Cool. Did everyone roll some initiative?
The rust monster is initiative 0. There we go.
There it is. All right. There we go. Who's up first?
Yeah, I guess.
Big man walking.
They are surrounding your botman.
I see that.
He is made of metal and therefore delicious.
Oh no. I didn't even think of that.
There we go.
You got the music and stuff.
It should be playing. Something broke when playing the track. Let's try
Okay.
again. There we go. Weird. All right.
So, what do you want dead first? Oozes or rust monsters?
Rust monsters.
Rust
Okay.
monsters are the 4.
Can you take out all of the oozes? They probably goo you if you hit them.
Yeah, probably.
That's a hallmark of that shit.
All right. Rust monster number 1. Numero uno.
All right. Yeah,
Nice.
that very much hits. Or it is still up. Real quick, let me put them on there. Yeah, perfect. But barely. It is barely hanging on.
Change that.
It's dead.
Nice.
All right. Great weapon master. Bonus action. Gonna run up here.
Lovely. Flanking.
Fuck.
11 unfortunately does not hit.
Unlucky.
Unlucky.
But I have an action surge, so I'm gonna do that.
If you would like.
Womp. Bad.
13 unfortunately just misses.
On the oops.
No. That's on the rust monster.
Oh, okay.
18. Ah, that's a hell of
Oh,
a
18.
fucking
18
womp.
very much hits. With a 30, that is enough to kill it in one shot.
Very nice.
All right.
Yep.
Rest of my movement.
Yep.
What
get
do
one
you
more,
do
right?
that?
You
You
killed
out
something?
of there.
Using my bonus action. I wish. Oh my god.
Ah, darn.
I'd be a fucking blender. Just send me Beyblading to a bunch of commoners.
Right. Dragon Blood Ooze is gonna scoot up. Oh, that would take him away from Ned. Does it have a reach because it's an ooze? It does. It has a reach of 10 feet because it's an ooze. Right. They. Oh,
What's it trying to reach? It's right
Interesting.
next to shit.
Yeah, she's trying to attack me.
yes. 2 pseudopod attacks. Alright, plus 7.
Why? Does he have something that like attracts them or?
I'm made of metal, so I'm on the target.
Yeah.
From oozes?
From the dragon blood oozes, yes.
Yeah,
Does a 21 hit you, Fractal?
Not when I use shield.
Valid. Does a 14 hit you? I had to ask. This is the second one. Also gonna do the pseudopods. Nope. And nope. Rust monsters! 2 of them are still alive. Alright, what is their attack? A +3. Alright, +3. Nope. And the other one? Nope. Alright, so they all whiff.
Denied.
Fractal.
They're all doing. It looks like I've just created a windshield and they're just bouncing against it.
I
And
feel
I'm just
good
like-
that you had to expend a spell slot for that first one.
So I'm just sitting there like everything's fine, everything's on fire.
This is fine.
Yeah.
This is
I
fine.
don't know.
Rebuttal. Let's see here. Where is
Rebuttal.
it?
It actually is fine.
Yeah. Let's see here. I just need to check something real quick. Bonus action. I command Mortismo to disengage,
Okay.
taking me with it, which I don't think.
No, because
Isn't
it's
it-
technically forced movement, so you're fine.
All right. I'm gonna scoot him. Shit. Over this way. Yoink. Bringing me with him. God damn it. It's hard to move these things. Moving the skeletons. The skeletons will also be told to disengage because don't want them to lose their shit either. I will have them square up over here,
Okay.
holding Ned's flanks.
And you said they disengaged?
Yeah, they disengaged.
Cool.
I'm just moving up here so I can get them out of the way because I'm going to cast a spell.
Valid.
And I'd rather not hit my dear comrade, so I need to scoot these little fuckers a little more. Rhymes binding ice. Let's see here. This 30-foot cone. Does that hit Kagaz? If I try to aim it a little ways out of the way.
You're casting it technically from right here on Mortissimo's head, right? Basically, that's
yeah,
where.
Pretty much, yes. It's a 30-foot cone. It might just skirt against Kagaz. That's my worry here.
It's
don't
fine.
Really know how cones work.
Guns are shit, but just let it rip.
Beyblade, let it rip.
Yep.
Alright, let's see here. Rhymes binding ice. Clickety clack, second level.
Okay. Constitution saving throws. That's 1 from
One.
an ooze and 2 from the rust monsters.
Yes.
Alright, so 1 at +3 and 2 at +1.
DC, that one passes. DC 17.
Okay, so a 9 and an 11. So the 2 rust monsters fail. The
Alright,
dragon
so
blood ooze succeeds. So that's
Okay,
half
have-
damage on success.
I believe so. Yes.
Oh,
And the 2 who failed are hindered.
half as much damage and isn't hindered. What's the roll your damage?
16.
Okay, so 8 damage. And then the other 2 take 16. And are hindered.
Yes.
Let's see here.
Oh, look, there's a little
These-
snowflake.
These 3 disengaged, so they can't. The Kruthix did. These 2 didn't have to, so they're going to get out their short bows. Clickety clack. Actually, one's gonna get over you already have
I'm a good
fucking
counter for
sneak
getting-
attack, so you're
that's
good. So
nice.
yes, short bows, both of them on the lead. Well, no, that was
rust
Kagaz's.
monsters.
He'll get upset. Yeah, I'll get the rust monster right above the use.
Okay.
Reinhardt smushed me.
So grab Skeletonies. And short bow. Click clack, click clack.
24. Yeah, that will definitely hit.
I didn't have to post the
with
entire thing.
12 damage.
Description hide. I
Just
don't want to do
kills
that
it.
every time. Oh. I guess
Because it had already
the
taken 16.
yeah. No, I was changing it so it didn't show the entire like attack like
Ah.
wall. All right, and the next one, we'll be on the one in front of Kagas as well. 15.
15
7
hits.
piercing.
Still
All right,
up.
that's all right. No, then these two haven't done anything. So
Okay, I kind of
click clack, click clack on the rust monster.
Keep walking with
Okay.
Doink.
Yep. That is enough to kill it.
And this last one will be at the ooze in front of me, right next to me.
Yep.
15 for 8 piercing.
15 is enough to hit it for 8 piercing
All right.
damage. All
That
right.
is 4 arrows off of my counter.
There, May got me.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. That is my turn.
All right. Ned. There's a dragon blood ooze right here.
Well, I don't know what one of those is, but he's going to combat roll and stab.
Yep, that hits. 13.
Nice.
And then offhand.
25 very much hits. All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Horace. Sir Horace.
Of Gallowmere.
Indeed. What would you like to do for
Yes.
your turn?
Yes. Sir Ned knows what's up.
Well, I froze them,
Yeah.
but no one was there.
Ugh.
Alright. Y'all seem to have this handled. You don't really need me, but I'll take a swing just to give these old bones a little bit of stretching. And attack twice.
All right. 16
16.
does hit.
15. Let me take.
15
Oh,
hits
forgot
too.
to-
All right. Very nice. 10 unfortunately
miss.
misses.
Is what it is. And then that will be it.
All right. Kagaz, your prey is dead.
Damn.
But wait, there's more.
That's right. Rhymes Binding Ice slows me by half speed.
Yes.
Oh, has its speed reduced to 0.
0. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you're hindered. I'll post it.
Alright,
again.
how long is that?
It's
I think you gotta make a check to get out of there. I think it takes up your
no,
turn.
you use an action to break away the ice.
Yeah. Let me just click it. There we go.
Action for 1 minute until another creature within reach of it use an action to break away the ice.
Ah, damn! I should have had one of them come up and break the ice. Damn it. My bad.
Well, you gotta freeze me solid and take away all the things next to me.
I'm
Sounds
sorry.
polite.
Please don't hurt me.
Wow. Thought I'd give this thing a go. Harpoon gun.
Nice.
You harpooned an ooze.
Which one, left or right?
The one directly south.
Barbarian
Okay.
slime rancher?
Yeah, that very
in
much hits.
action.
Plus 6. Okay.
I'm gonna pull that motherfucker.
All right. Grapple contest. I don't think this thing has oodles of strength. I was incorrect. It has a pretty decent enough strength.
No. I ain't big. I gotta roll with the 10. No.
Yes.
The 2 in the chat.
That's why I was
The
like,
slime has abs. It
I
has
was like, oh,
abs,
it's an ooze.
Goggins.
It's not gonna have strength. Oh god, it has a strength
What's
of
the
18.
worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen?
It's Dex's shit though.
Chain slips out of his hands. I blame the ice.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Well, here we go.
All right, ooze time.
No, no ooze. Stop that.
Yes, ooze.
No ooze.
Pseudopod +7.
On me.
Yes, you're made of
I
metal.
want-
14,
Miss.
26.
Just missed.
Damn. Is 26 your or 27 your
I'm
AC?
No, it hits me, Liv. It hits me.
I don't know. You had
Wait,
shield
max-
up, man.
The
Wait,
max, I
reroll it.
can. The max I can. Oh,
Re-roll it.
Giant boy, the boy,
Runic
Nice.
shield.
the boy.
Hey.
Natural 20.
Total 20.
Shield.
Yeah, because I was like, you should still have your shield up.
No, it goes off my turn. I just cast it again.
Oh, that's right, because its turn
Yeah,
is before yours.
it only
Yep, okay, cast
yeah,
it again.
yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Burn it. All right, that was this one.
Sigil
The other
on
one cannot
Kaga's
reach
is-
you, but it will try and hit Ned.
It cannot be that thirsty for my metal.
Oh,
The
real
sigil
quick.
on Kaga's is
Yeah.
That one can.
glowed as a warble of
Well, also, it
Runic
can't
energy
reach you.
blocked
It also
it.
can't reach Kagaz without moving. But it can
He's
reach
just giving it
Fractal
a
right
ski-
there.
He's given a description.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
It's okay. I said a rune emblem on Kaga's gauntlet as he raises his fist up glows, and a warble of runic energy pulses and disrupts the attack.
Very nice.
Iconic. Alright, the
Right.
other one is going to do both attacks against Ned, because Ned did some pretty solid damage. 22.
It's
Oh, I gotta roll damage.
Do a barrel roll.
1, 2. Oh, it's
Why?
and then that's okay, so that is 9 points of bludgeoning damage and 12 points of acid damage.
uncanny dodge.
Nice.
Valid.
Do it.
That brings it down to
Roll with the
10.
punches. Yeah.
Valid. And
Yes,
another
King.
one. 26.
That fucking hits too.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
9 points of bludgeoning damage.
The oozes were the
and
real
17
threat.
points of acid damage.
Fucking now.
Oh fuck.
So the 11 temp HP's gone, and
That's their turn.
fuck.
Almost like maybe the rust monsters weren't the real threat in this fight.
I command a skeleton with a bonus action to go over and break out Kaga's out of the
He
ice.
already broke himself
Oh, you did?
out.
Oh, you're
But
good?
actually, I used my action, so I wouldn't even hit the damn thing with the harpoon.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, that's how I'm confused. Okay. Instead of that,
Well, the skeleton can break me out then, because I did use the harpoon. So
That's
okay,
true,
so,
yeah. That's
the
an
skeleton
action.
will the skeleton will use an action to break you out.
Okay.
Just like it'll just chip away the ice at your legs with its short sword.
Clomp, clomp.
Elk idea.
Slowly again. And I look at this son of a bitch in front of me.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna have a moment here as the skeletons are all going to get out of a way of things. Yeah, let's see here. These can you move the rust monsters away? There we go.
Oh my god.
All right. These three here are going to go off on this ooze.
Valid.
2 of them are at advantage.
Yep.
1.
Okay, so add +4 to their damage, so 13, because 17 hits. Plus 11. Barely hanging on. This would be the one not at advantage, correct?
Yeah, that misses.
Yeah, that misses.
All right, and the other 1, 2, 3, 4 are going to let loose their bows on the
other
one in front of me.
Valid.
Well, this one's probably more damage.
It is much more damaged.
Yeah, they're going to level their bows at it.
Okay, one
At
at
the
a
one
time.
in front of
just in
Ned.
case you kill it.
All right, here's 1.
Here, let me heal.
Miss.
Natural 1.
Miss.
7.
Barely misses.
There was 4 of them, right? Or no, wait, 1 went up to Kagas.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
AC
Yep.
of 14, unfortunately.
Yep. All right. Well then, I guess Mortismo will try and kick it.
The one in front of you?
Kick the one in front of me.
Go ahead.
Warhorse Skeleton, now's your chance. Do your dance for the Space Jam.
Yes! It is unfortunately still up because it was not as damaged as the other one, but it does take that damage. Is that your turn?
Smash bat sound. Fractal is going to put out his hand ever so gently and say, "Fuck you into the abyss, bitch." Magic missile. All 3 at the one over here.
Okay.
So
15. Very nice.
Yeah.
That is enough
15.
to do it in.
With 15 force damage as 3 miniature translucent skulls ram into it.
Yep. And you did need all 3 to do it in, so.
Woo! Alright. That's me.
Alright. Ned. There's 1 left.
Combat roll.
Nice.
Look at those iframes.
Stab.
Yeah. Okay, 9 plus 7 is 16.
28.
It is barely up.
I was gonna roll away, but now I'm gonna stab it again.
It doesn't have any kidneys. Where the... Oh.
It's dead.
You found the kidney.
You found the kidney. You
Found
found
the
the kidney and you kill it. It had 2 HP. Yay!
Damn.
Um,
How many kills does that give you, Ned? 1 or 2?
One.
Nice. Very nice. And with that,
My hide remains unblemished.
delete all of your tokens off of this so I have a fresh forest map for next time. And I will put you back on the continent map. And you are now here.
Exquisite job, gentlemen. Absolute perfection. Very nice.
Sir Horace.
Fractal's staring butthurt at the corpses of the fucking rust monsters. He flips them off.
Sir Horace.
D20,
Please roll
you got
a
it.
d20 for your day of travel. 14. What's a 14 on my travel shit? 14. Nothing happens. You travel as normally, and you reach Kerlas. No.
Fractal's... No.
I will double check, but I don't think so.
Alright. Fractal isn't touching the rust monsters, so everyone wants those.
Valid. Probably a good idea. Oh, it would be down here, wouldn't it?
Ned just wants to take off and try and catch up.
Yeah. None really of use here, so yeehaw.
All right. So after Sir Horace's travel day, you arrive in the small town of Kerlas. Which is, where's my little blurb on Kerlas? It is a small city to the south of Sheva governed by the leaders of the larger metropolis. They have enough arable land to subsist off their own agriculture, but they do rely heavily on trade through Sheva for everything else. So it is primarily a little farming town.
In the nearby foothills, a small, weirdly rounded out tower structure will form.
Okay.
And which a small battle squad of skeletons and a horse will be shoved into the front parlor.
Stay there.
And I will set up Guardian Serpent in case someone comes knocking that shouldn't.
Valid.
I will inform my compatriots of the password.
All right.
So you don't get whacked. The password is Cumlord.
No, it's not. What is it really?
Cumlaug.
Fine.
Cumbreaker. Cumlaugh.
What would you like to do when you reach the city? Town.
Laugh.
Laugh all you want. I'll just...
Are there guards?
There's like... It's the equivalent of like police at an elementary school.
Is this a walled settlement?
No. It's a farming town.
Okay.
Ned is going to walk directly to the guards.
It's barely Helgen.
Hello, good sirs.
Hello, how can we help you?
Name's Ned Blackfoot. We are looking for this woman, possibly wearing a red cloak or robe, and he'll give a description of her.
I did see someone looking like that very recently, about a day ago, heading toward Dalry. Not wearing a cloak, though.
Come here.
Heading towards Dalry.
Aye.
Necropolis. We're only one day behind now.
All right, thank you much. We're not even. Ned's not even going to stay in this town. We're just going to keep fucking moving.
Let's rock.
Rolling.
Roll me a d20 for travel, Ned. 5. Environmental effect slows pace. Add 1 day.
Son of a bitch!
Yeah.
Damn it.
I swear I have it all tabbed out. Here. Also, now that this is done. That's a little Easter egg for anyone that decides to watch the video. I did have that written out beforehand, since we did the travel shit to get you to Sheva. So, Kagas,
So now we're
roll.
2 days behind.
13. Nothing
Council!
happens. You complete your day as normal.
We're not surrounded by a war host of
Fractal.
Yes.
Roll me a d20.
Sure thing.
Gazing about the land, not much has changed. I mean,
8. Nothing happens. You complete your day as normal and arrive in the town of Dalry. Dalry,
Wait,
where's my blurb?
500 years ago.
Small
was the
fishing
site
community due to its proximity to the saltwater inlet due south. So this is a small fishing town.
I do the same thing I did with the skeletons last time.
Valid.
Anyway.
I'm just assuming that you're setting them up somewhere outside of town.
Yes.
Do you do anything in the town at all?
is there anything of interest in the town, or is it just like you just said it's like a small fishing
It's
village?
like a small fishing town.
I guess we repeat our question to the guards.
You would notice there is a bit of a frantic energy in town when you get there.
Oh shit.
Suckied somebody else.
Succubus.
What seems to be the problem?
Well, there's been a strange case of Well, people
How
are
many people?
2.
Damn.
Comatose, not waking up?
Yes.
Slow heart rate?
How did you know?
Is this woman still in town? Describe.
No, she left about 2 days ago.
Ah!
Damn,
Fuck,
how's she
we're-
fucking that fast?
We're falling further behind her. Where is she? Did you see which way she was heading?
Towards the south?
Oh god, she is going for the fucking necropolis.
Alright, keep this in mind. Those people who are comatose, just make sure they get lots of nice sleep. When they wake up, make sure they get food and water and all the other shit that they need. Alright, that's it.
Oh, okay.
They'll recover in probably about a week or 2.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Let's move.
All right. Before we do this, do we make the assumption she's heading for the necropolis? Because we can either head straight there or stop by Lilsanor. We're already behind. Only way we can
The
catch
thing is, cutting off Lessinor is not going to save us any time.
Look,
And then if she's not going to the necropolis and ends up going to Eastport, we just completely lose her.
if she's gone to Eastport, we might. Ah!
if you're going to Eastport,
The good news is, Ned's going to say, the good news is she's not killing anyone. She's keeping herself alive. We just need to catch her. Maybe we can help her so she doesn't need to feed like this.
maybe.
I mean, this also, and as there seems to be a definite connection between her and Horus. I don't know what happens if she gets away.
Agreed.
And while I hate to assume that that spooks are involved. This reeks of Destiny bullshit as I look at the sky with menacing intent.
The sky seems to shrug at you.
Ah!
Blaning's not going to do a damn thing, peasant. Let's continue.
All right. With that, Sir Horace, roll me a d20.
You got it.
Do it, little one.
You got it, dude.
I'm waiting for it. I was expecting it, and it is a 19.
19. No, 19.
20 minus 1.
Subtract 1 day from travel time. Random encounter speed space. So subtract 1 day from travel time. So you make it to here.
I found a path. You're
Found a
welcome.
shortcut.
Stairs at Fractal. You're welcome.
I will bury you.
Ned, roll me a d20.
Genuine.
20. All right, we are in the grasslands.
What do we get? What gift?
Can I have a -1 and just have that be a 19?
Can we get a gift of alacrity where we get fucking sped
Can
on by the god?
Can I use the inspiration to give him a -1? I'm just kidding.
Yes, you may. If you have an inspiration and that's how you want to use it, I'll allow it.
I'd much rather lose a day than have some random piece
Random
of...
get. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll use the
So
inspiration.
you make it to
Turns out
Lilsanor.
the gift was a Vorpal dagger.
You made
Okay,
it
this
to
is a
Lilsanor,
walled
you
city.
push- Huh?
So, as soon as we see guards
Yeah.
looking for the woman,
Lilsanor is more than able to provide for themselves, good stable city. She was just seen leaving towards the river just a few hours ago.
Let's roll.
towards the necropolis, Warpwood.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's move. Not even enter fucking town.
Make me a dexterity check. Everyone just make me a general dexterity check.
Oh, okay.
Check or save?
Check.
Check. Oh,
That's about right.
Oh yeah!
Fuck you,
Rattle 'em,
Crackle.
boy! Rattle 'em, boys! I'm being carried on a tide of skeletons at a time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is lovely.
1 second.
I now have like a personal throne made out of owlbear leather. I'm being just trundled along in a palanquin.
Yeah.
I'm just Mazdamundi now. Mota Pandora!
What happens?
I am figuring
Speed
something
boost.
out. Okay. You are traveling, you're pushing at a bit faster pace. So by the time you are about halfway between the hex you're on and this one, you see a figure up ahead, probably about a quarter of a mile ahead of you.
Red cloak.
That's about how much visibility you have. No. That's about how much visibility people usually have, right?
She ditched her red cloak.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one has said she's had the cloak.
Actually,
She's not going to hang on to that.
Is this flatland?
Yeah, this is like,
We could see about 3 miles.
okay, then you can see her about 3 miles ahead of you.
Is it clear skies? It's just clear skies, right? Or is it overcast, like raining? Or okay.
I don't have.
I
I
don't
need. If Connor would like to give me his weather macro, then I'll use it. But I don't know how to do that shit on my own.
Well,
So it's
And Ned is going to drop down and just start sprinting. Action, movement, bonus to move. 75
Okay.
feet every 6 seconds.
He's Naruto running.
you would
No,
probably reach her
he's
the
running
fastest.
like a normal fucking human being.
You would probably
You're-
reach her the
you're a
fastest
halfling.
as you get about 500 feet out. Make me a
Yeah,
perception.
because
check.
I'm not moving quietly at this point.
No,
Uh,
as you get about 500 feet out, make me a perception check.
Warhorse Skeleton can go 120 if it's hauling ass.
What's her name again?
Duvessa.
Oh, 11.
11.
He will call out Duvessa as he starts getting closer.
You see her stop, but it's almost like she does a full body flinch.
He'll get within talking range,
Okay.
but not engagement range, and just stop. Just stop.
Probably about, I'd say you could probably,
60 feet.
yeah, 60 feet. Yeah. She stops. Now that you're 60 feet away, make me another perception check. This one's a little easier because you're much closer. 18. She is shaking.
I take it as you're hungry.
How do you know that?
Because you haven't really fed since, Dowlery.
They just haven't found
Happy
her
to
yet.
see you're not killing them.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
My
They
friend
just-
back there, he specializes in, and I'm going to say this word, and I don't want it to frighten you, but the undead. Stay calm. Take some deep breaths. Please don't run. Please don't fight. I don't want to hurt you.
I don't know what's going on.
You're hungry. It's as simple as that. But the thing you feed on now, it's dangerous. To us, at least. Now, how long can you generally go before you need to feed again? It's been, what, 4 days?
No,
How long?
about a day. I can.
You fed in the last town, then? Or did you find someone on the road?
She just. Her shoulders start shaking.
I need to know so we can find him and help him.
Like she's just crying.
Oh, shit. He'll rush up to her and just kind of wrap his arms around her.
She shakes you off.
It's okay. It's okay. You're not going to hurt
Got her
me.
hands up in front of her in a defensive.
I ain't going to hurt you. I want to help. If you can go a few days without feeding, I'll happily let you feed on me. Just so you can have something to pass over so we can work on this.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right. Have you tried feeding on animals?
Doesn't work.
Doesn't work. All right. All right. All right. Now,
Actually, real
Work.
quick. Pause that real quick. I'm gonna have her make a perception check to see if she notices those skeletons.
They aren't trained to stealth.
Okay. Yeah, that's a 25. I don't know why it has that name on it. 'Cause
Do you
that's-
remember Sir Horace of Gallowmere?
No,
Primarch.
I don't.
No.
I don't know that name.
He takes his helmet off, speaks in his voice. He should remember it. How can you not remember me?
I don't.
You're not helping, Sir Horace. Just
Rattle 'em, boys.
we need to stay calm here.
Fair
Stay
enough.
calm. We're not here to hurt you. Okay? We want to help you. Why are you going to the Warpwood?
I need to. I need to find the other. I need to find the others. I can't.
What
The others
others?
what?
You don't know, do you?
There ain't no others no more.
It's been 500 years
I know.
since you last won. So the Fractal is approaching. He's left Morticia behind because he knows it bothers people. So he's going to slowly walk up, looking at Ned, seeing if it's all right if a flaming skeleton walks up to her.
She is freaking the fuck out.
Just stay back, guys, stay back.
All right.
Just
He'll
hang
walk
back.
and get back on Mortissimo. The
Have you
skeletons
tried
will
just?
win.
Does food satiate you at all, like just normal food, or is it only what you can take from us?
I don't.
I can get you food. There's a large town back there. It's bound to have a criminal populace. And you're not killing them. So you
The
feed.
skeletons are holding
on the-
their actions to do what?
They're essentially to it's different for some of them. Some of them are to hit, some of them are to grapple, whichever way she runs.
So they are
It
taking
pretty much just stop her.
offensive
The-
stances.
Defensive stats is just
But it's
they're ready. They're ready.
they're ready.
Yeah.
She kind of looks around, notices all of this,
Fractal,
flinches,
get your goddamn
and
skeletons out of here.
disappears.
God damn it. We're not
Invisibility.
here to
huh?
hurt you.
You see a small puff of dust on the ground where she was, and feel a bit of a whoosh.
Can I try to track her through where she's running?
You don't think
Teleported.
she's running.
Flying. Or
Teleported.
teleported.
She
You
probably
are
teleported.
fairly certain that she took off and is flying.
Well,
Well, fuck.
Damn it.
Looks back at Fractal. What the fuck, man? I had her talking.
He does even look at you. He starts riding south. The skeletons are running after. We know where she's going.
I fucking had her here, you dumbass motherfucker.
Kaga's just gonna kick it up to speed with that horse and reach down and just grab Ned. Just pull him up on it.
Yup. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I feel like at this point,
He'll let it happen. And as he gets back there, he takes up his spot on Kagaz's shoulder and says, I'm gonna kill that dumb fuck. I had her talking. I could have calmed her down. Take her back to town, get her fed. We could have figured this shit out. Instead, he does dumb shit like that.
Well, cursing him out ain't gonna make her come back. As much as I think it's hilarious.
Well, will she know where she's going? Probably going to the tower, at least.
Yup. If she doesn't know Sir Horace, but she knows about these other ones that she knew about, her little groupies, then she's probably going there to look for them. Maybe see if any of them are alive, you know. She probably ain't even know the time's changed.
Fractal's
Yeah,
standing.
Sir Dickhead points to Ned's bag where he's got Adelard's head. I doubt he bothered telling her. Just use it as a weapon.
You
She
did
said
hear
she
her
knew it
say,
was
"I
500
know,"
years
yeah.
later. She knows it's 500 years later.
Oh,
Mhm.
well,
Just,
by the way.
yeah, we're just gotta keep moving. We'll catch her again.
Fractal's
Let's
scanning
just
the skies.
fucking move. Let's go.
I feel like
We
at
are
this
moving.
Scanning
point,
the skies.
it feels
Yeah, we're
counterproductive
going.
to have you roll for
Fucking go.
travel.
Yeah.
So at this point,
Give me some.
I will take you.
Yeah.
Did I already put that map on here? Did I?
Yeehaw.
No, I meant to find one later. So I'll find one for sure for next week. But you make it to the Warpwood Necropolis. You come to the Warpwood Necropolis and you make your way through the dead and desiccated trees. And it is much quieter than you imagined it would be. Now, you remember that the tower is meant to be there. And as you approach, you see Duvessa facing the ruins of what was once, at some point, a large mage's tower. Completely destroyed. And it looks like it was done fairly recently. She's just standing there, completely still, arms at her sides.
Just try and stay back and not fuck things up again, Fractal.
If
He'll
she
hop
tries
down.
to run again, I'm sending my full force after her.
Go ahead, Norman.
I don't answer to you. Hurry up.
You attack or I attack you.
You'll die.
I'll take you with me.
You won't.
Just
And
go
he'll-
ahead, Norman. Go ahead.
Who the fuck's Norvin?
A large face looks down from the sky. Okay.
Ned will walk up to her. Hey, Duvessa. He'll give her a healthy barrier, personal space.
It's gone.
Yes, it is. Did not realize it was destroyed.
There's no hope now.
No hope for what?
Fixing this. Finding
There's always hope.
others. No.
There's always hope.
Not for me.
You just gotta look for it somewhere. You gotta find it. Gotta believe.
For
I don't want to fight you.
500 years. I believed that someone would come and save us. That someone would put a stop to what they were doing. But no one came.
What are they doing? We'll stop them.
It's too late. It's already done. We already are.
And what'd they
what
do?
We are. They changed us. Experimented on us, used us as whatever they needed. I was supposed to be a sacrifice for whatever ritual they were trying to concoct. Fortunately for them, and unfortunately for me, it didn't work. It ripped me in two, and now I'm less. I'm half of what I was supposed to be. And I can't ever get it back. And nothing I take from anyone can fill that hole. So what does it matter? It's already over. And wherever the rest of them are, it'll be worse for them. She snaps her head and looks at you, and this is not the woman you saw before. The woman you saw before was terrified, and she looked horrified about what she had done. There's no remorse here. This is a woman who has embraced her destructive nature.
They're still over there.
And she looks at you. I think you might understand. I see something in you. Yes. I see something in you. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
No.
DC 18.
I gotta roll a fucking 16.
That is
Lucky.
a failure.
Lucky.
That-
Lucky.
Oh.
Lucky.
Oh. Oh my god.
Unlucky.
Try as she looks into your
Oh,
eyes.
actually, no. I actually get a free lucky because I rolled a 1 and I'm a fucking halfling. I
Yep,
get one
you
more
get
shot.
one more. You get one more. No, it's not enough. It's not enough. You try as you lock eye contact with her, and you try. But something shifts. And you hear her voice in your mind. You do understand. You know how it feels to lose half of yourself. And for a second, you see Yoli reflected in her eyes.
What, you still died from that?
You are charmed. And she turns and looks at the rest of you. She comes and stands by Ned and just places a hand on his shoulder. Leave, or I'll kill you all. And I'll
Ned
make
pulls
him
both of his weapons. Always wanted to kill you, Fractal. Give me a chance.
I look at Kagaz.
None of you understand, but you
I
will
don't need
soon.
to- I don't need to understand you. I only need to dissect you.
There's nothing left for you here. But I'll show you
Ned's-
soon enough. You'll understand what I went through. Have you ever had your soul ripped out of your body?
I got no soul.
By the way, I really feel bad because Nito disconnected.
Yeah.
I know. She
What
laughs at that. She says, technically, I don't either now. But I'll tell you, it's agony. And that's where we're going to pick up next week.
The last thing
Heads possessed.
before it heads to
Charmed.
darkness is the skeletons all knock their arrows. They're not pointed at her.
Oh my god.
And there's a bit of a glint in Ned Fractal's eye. One way or another, if someone's playing a goblin next week, it's gonna be me or Ned.
And that's where I'll see you all next week.
Buddy.
Wait,
Yeah,
disconnect
this was
wasn't what I
bound
meant
to
to
fucking
do.
happen, dude.
It's
your
funnier.
chance. You're
I
too
didn't
big
mean
of
to
a threat.
disconnect
I'm
from
sorry.
Discord. I meant to stop the recording, but now it's funny, so we're still recording for a second.
Oh
This
no.
is funnier.
What goblin are you gonna play? I'm sticking with the bard.
I'm gonna play the
Act
goblin
back,
called
maybe.
God.
Act back.
Act back, yeah!